Online shopping systems may appear simple to users, just search, click, and purchase. But behind the scenes, e-commerce platforms rely on structured databases that manage buyers, products, and orders. To ensure efficiency and accuracy, developers and analysts often use an ER diagram, or entity relationship diagram, to visualize how data is organized and connected within a system. An ER diagram is a fundamental tool in database design. It represents the entities in a system, such as users, products, and transactions, along with the attributes that define them and the relationships that connect them. For an e-commerce platform, this means mapping out how buyers interact with products, how orders are processed, and how inventory is tracked. By laying out these relationships visually, teams can avoid data inconsistencies and design a logical database that supports smooth operations, while ER diagrams can be drawn manually. Using a professional diagramming tool saves time and improves accuracy. This is where EdrawMax comes in. With its collection of database modeling templates, it allows both beginners and professionals to create clear, accurate ER diagrams quickly. Instead of focusing on formatting, teams can concentrate on the actual logic of their database design. Let's walk through the process of creating an ER diagram for an e-commerce system in EdrawMax. The first step is starting a new drawing. Open EdrawMax, select New, and choose Blank Drawing. This provides a clean canvas, giving complete control over the layout of the entities, attributes, and relationships that will form the database structure. The next step is placing and styling shapes. Begin by dragging entity shapes onto the canvas. Examples include buyer, product, and order. Assign colors to each entity to make them visually distinct. Then, add attribute shapes, which describe details such as buyer name, product ID, or order date. To strengthen readability, attributes can either match the color of their entity or contrast for clarity. Finally, insert relationship shapes to represent how entities interact. In the case of an e-commerce system, examples might include places, contains, or buys. These should be styled so that the connections stand out clearly. Once the entities, attributes, and relationships are on the canvas, connect the attributes to their respective entities. Use clean, straight lines to link details like email or address back to the buyer entity, and price or stock to the product entity. Proper alignment and structure here ensure that the diagram is easy to read and interpret, even for someone outside of the technical team. After all connections are in place, labeling becomes critical. Each element should have a clear name that avoids ambiguity. Entities should be capitalized, attributes should be concise, and relationships should describe actions or associations. This makes the ER diagram self-explanatory, reducing the need for additional explanation when presenting to stakeholders. Styling is the next step to polish the diagram. Adjust spacing so nothing overlaps or looks crowded. Balance colors so the diagram is visually appealing while maintaining clarity. Rounded corners and subtle formatting help make the ER diagram professional and presentation ready. Finally, export the diagram. EdrawMax supports multiple formats, but exporting as a JPG or PNG ensures the diagram can be easily included in documentation, reports, or shared in project meetings. This flexibility allows the ER diagram to serve as both a technical reference and a communication tool across teams. By following these steps, an ER diagram for an e-commerce system can be created quickly and effectively. Using EdrawMax templates and styling tools makes the process less about drawing and more about designing a logical, efficient database structure that supports business goals, visible thinking, efficient expression. Start designing your database today with EdrawMax.